Hello, my name is Matthias Kavodiak. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Avengers, and we're going to talk about a particular phase of the Marvel Universe, the heroic age, that comes after the Dark Reign. Our heroes take down Norman Osborn during the Siege crossover. Now we get the Avengers reforming, starting up this new lineup. This particular series I liked quite a bit, but a lot of the other series that were restarting during this particular phase of Marvel, I really didn't like it. A lot of the stories that were started weren't as solid as what happened during the Initiative or during the Dark Reign. But again, this one written by Brian Michael Bendis, I think he did a killer job. We have awesome art by John Romita Jr. And when I reread this past week, we see Immortus here. He's been taken down by a group of future young Avengers. They're actually the descendants of the present-day Avengers. And when I saw these guys, I remembered there's like this straight-to-DVD movie that came out. This came out in 2010, around that time, where we have these young Avengers fighting against Ultron. It's totally unremarkable, but I feel like it's been totally forgotten over the years. So we have to see what the hell went down, what pushed these young Avengers to take down Immortus, to be sort of like a liability for the future timeline. The common theme that we have with Avengers Forever, that something tied to Avengers is going to ruin the future. We cut to Steve Rogers. He's the new head of S.H.I.E.L.D. And he's trying to decide who's going to be on the Avengers, who's going to be this new lineup. And the lineup in general, I like it a lot. So on this team, we're going to have Thor, Bucky Cap, Wolverine, Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, Iron Man, and also Marvel Boy, who's out during this time, called Protector. And interesting character. I like what he brings to the table, especially in this first story arc. So we have Steve. He's asking around. He's going to see who wants to be on the team in the first place. He goes ask Wonder Man. Wonder Man does not want to have anything to do with the Avengers, and he actually tells Steve, don't reform the Avengers, because every time the Avengers get involved in something, shit happens. Things just go to hell. For each good thing you do, 10 bad things happen. Bad idea. And this is going to be like a story arc that's going to grow as the series progresses. Wonder Man getting more and more reactionary against the Avengers, to the point that he actually attacks them. And after this, he goes through a really weird phase of being a pacifist, being on the team, but not using violence. It's sort of really weird. So we have the Avengers in the Avengers Tower. Hawkeye ditches the Ronin gear he was wearing during that time. He's back to using his costume. He's pretty happy. We get Kang drops in on the party. He wants to warn the Avengers. He's like, hey, I need your help. Shit's going to go down in the future. But obviously, Thor's going to jump the gun. Kang and Ultron are the two biggest, at least for me, the two biggest Avengers villains. I feel like they're used way too much. I feel like they should be used sparingly, but both of these villains are going to pop up in this story. And then right around this time, after the story resolves, we're going to get the Age of Ultron. So just want to take down Kang. Kang wants to warn him. He actually shows Tony technology that he's actually thinking about that he hasn't invented. So sort of stops Tony in his tracks. He warns the Avengers about these young Avengers that are going to really mess up the future timeline, and they got to fix the future somehow. So Tony needs some help. He doesn't know how to make a time machine or make a machine that can see into different types of timelines. Wolverine lets him know about Marvel Boy, and so, or Protector. So the whole power set or the reason he's used in this series is he's sort of like this technopath, or he's an intuitive genius, and he can create and invent technology. So it's really weird, the dynamic that he has with Tony, because he's creating technology that's leaps and bounds farther in the future from anything Tony can think of, and really impressed. And he wants to use his technology in Star Trek, and Marvel Boy is just like, no, you're humans and you're irresponsible, and you're not going to be able to know how to handle the use of this technology. But the thing is, Marvel Boy is able to create this apparatus that can see into different timelines and create this time machine. Get to see the future timeline with these crazy young Avengers and how they actually take down Immortus, and get a little glimpse of Maestro. So Bendis throws Maestro into the mix. So we have Kang, we got Ultron, we got Immortus. We don't know that Ultron's in the story yet, but what happens is when they look into the future, time itself starts falling, the different timelines start falling onto each other because of what has happened in the future. And the Avengers get attacked first by Wonder Man. Freaking pissed off about the reformation of the team. I'm not sure if this is a future Wonder Man or the present day one. But after they deal with him, after defeating him, he actually sort of dissipates in energy. They get attacked by the four horsemen of Apocalypse. And it's really cool to see who the four horsemen are: Wolverine, Iron Man, Spider-Man, and Scarlet Witch. So I thought to myself when this came out, I was like, oh shit. I thought it was really awesome to see the Avengers going up against Apocalypse. And obviously this is not the 616 Apocalypse. So I'm going to leave this video here. This series in general, the Brian Michael Bendis 2010 Avengers, it was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. So check it out. So have a great day and bye.